YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. I don't have any special introductions here today. We're just going to get right into it. Keep in mind, I'm also still recording this in the same day as the previous two episodes. Really excited for the future, man. That's why I want to continue to play this game. We're in year 5, and things are looking much better. We retire Away She Goes for breeding. We breed her with our best stud. Best hunter, excuse me. We got rid of Central Marlin, finally. And, yeah, I mean, last episode was pretty solid. Follow her lead. Got her first G3 win. We acquired a new double S ranked horse in Crimson Art. Follow her lead. Better odds here today. Now, this isn't open. But again, I've learned in this game, it's really about having good results. It's really what it's about. So, just get started. Let's get started.
The horses are in the gate.
Okay, not the greatest of starts. Got to get her to the front. We will do that. Now, does anybody know in these games if changing the whip hand actually matters? You know, like, does it really help? I just wonder if there's like a purpose for doing it. Because they give you the option to change it, but I haven't read anything that tells you to change whip hands. It just gives you the option to do so, and maybe that's just a thing for the player. But it's like, will it actually help the horse if you change whip hands in this game? I'm genuinely curious if there's anything to that. You know what I mean? I haven't seen anything that says there is, or maybe you guys know something that I don't. Maybe you guys know something. Okay. Now that 2-horse got a really good start on us. That's fine. And I wish I would have started a little bit sooner, to be honest, because I think we would have had a chance at beating that horse out. Maybe we still do. Race isn't over till it's over. Follow her lead. She's still hanging in there. Still hanging in, still hanging in, still hanging in. It's going to be close at the wire, but I think it's going to be 4th. Yep. I think if I would have started just a tad bit earlier when I wanted to, that definitely could have been a win for us. But she was catching the 2. The 2 got by us, and then she started to catch that horse at the end. So that could have been better. I think we were supposed to come 3rd. Or 2nd, probably. So I kind of messed that up. We were supposed to finish 3rd. Yep. Yeah. Started a little bit too late. A little bit too late there. That's okay. It's okay. I will redeem her in her next race. But yeah, that definitely could have been better. It's the last month of preparation. Okay, so we get 1 more month of training. I'm going to go back to stamina. Go back to stamina because I did say I wanted to make that more of an emphasis with this horse. I haven't done that with any of our other horses, really. I focused on speed and balance training for the others. So stamina for Indian Tiger will be nice. Because we don't have any horses with really solid stamina. And I'm only getting goods right now. I need excellence. Thank you. So, I don't know how I keep missing that. I really don't. So annoying. Yep. I need to practice. What? Are you kidding? That was terrible. Terrible. 50 points. I'm kind of mad at myself. I've wasted quite a bit of training with Indian Tiger trying to do stamina training myself, but it's just the left analog stick. I can't figure it out. I'm not used to using the analog stick in that way. So, yeah, not good stats. He's only 8 to 10 furlongs on the turf. He wants the lead. His stamina's 44. I mean, I did all that stamina training. It really amounted to nothing. His stats are very similar to Away She Goes. Very, very similar. He's kind of balanced. Like, he doesn't have anything bad. His lowest stat is like 40 for power. So, again, average horse, nothing special. But I'm looking forward to the horse's debut. But, yeah, I'm disappointed in the training I did. Now, to look at his pedigree, Indian Tiger comes from Only Ocean and Lost Sun. Again, Lost Sun wasn't really a great broodmare, so I think, if anything, she probably was the reason why some of our foals have come out okay. Comparing Lost Sun to Special Silence, Lost Sun was definitely the worst of the two, despite the fact that the game gave her a better rating. Whip ability. What the heck is that? I didn't even know he had that ability. I'm hoping that can be useful. But you know what? Even though I failed with stamina training, what I'm going to do for this horse, I'm just going to have him do stamina training a lot. So I'm just going to have the AI do their thing and hopefully give him solid stamina training all the way till the end. You know what? I'm going to do stamina training until I say otherwise, to be honest with you. I'm just going to do stamina training for as long as I can, and obviously I can always change these at any time, but sometimes I forget, so I'd rather just put it all on stamina now, and then I can obviously adjust it later. He runs short, though, only 8 to 10 furlongs. When I say short, I mean there's not a whole lot of distances we can run him in. 8 to 10 is very, very narrow. But we'll see. He's a turf horse, finally. We haven't had turf horses in a while. I just want to run him in any race, even a grade 1 if I could, but don't think we're going to have the option to do that. As always, these races are kind of the beginning. Let's see, what race is supposed to be faster? That one is faster, so let's stick to this one. We'll see how Indian Tiger does. I'm not really expecting anything great from him. I don't have really high expectations. Like, if I can retire him early, I will. I don't know if I don't think I'm going to use him for breeding, though. I don't think he'd be worth retiring for breeding, but we'll see. Like I said, that whip ability, I have no idea what that is. He's a front runner. He is pretty flexible with turf and dirt, though. I mean, he's great on turf, and he's good for dirt. So, you know, it's good to know that. His growth type, I have no idea. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really have high expectations for him, but we'll see. Maybe he'll surprise us. But again, his stats look very similar to Away She Goes, which is his sister. So I expect him to be similar to her. I think the thing is with him and what I've learned from Away She Goes, if we can give him good results and consistent results, that will help his eval and his classification for breeding. So I can kind of approach him the same way I approached our now mare, Away She Goes. I can approach him the same way. And we could have some success and maybe we could retire him. But he's going to have to be better than Only Ocean, who's in there now. And I don't know if he'll be better than him, but we'll see. Crimson Art's up again, middle of the road. Not quite ready for grade 3 competition yet. But ultimately, we'll see how we do. See how we do with Crimson. He's still going to be a developer. Probably another year or two before he's at his peak, so we still have time. Perfect start, that's what we need. And you know what? If I can rush... Wow, look how much better those other horses get out. Like, that 10 horse got out like a rocket, man. Despite us having a perfect start. So with Crimson, I'm just kind of going to do this with him. Just going to kind of let him run here. Don't want to bump that horse to the inside of us, but I want to overtake that horse. But I'm not really... Can't really do it. You know what? I'll keep him right here. This is fine. Keep Crimson right here. Keep his speed where it's at. I don't want him to drop back too much, though.
Okay, this is where the
Bad position. Are you kidding me? This game is so finicky. I mean, yeah, I get it. We're not exactly where we should be. And the AI just conveniently just always like to run right in front of you. It's fine. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Not going to go on the whip just yet. Now we're going to push. Switch my hands for the whip. I don't know if that makes a difference at all. Again, I asked that question. I don't know if there's anything to it in this game. I really don't. Bad positioning hurt us. Late spurt. I mean, we didn't really have a chance here today anyway, so that's not a good result. We're going to finish like, what, 9th? Got some work to do. I'm not really worried with Crimson Art. We're supposed to finish 7th. Yeah, stretch wasn't good. It's fine. I have to be a little bit better with his positioning for sure. Because his speed drops quite a bit. Like, you can get him up to optimal running speed, and then he'll start to really fall off from that quickly. So he's kind of... You have to really stay adjusted with him. Again, I'm still not worried, though. I'm really not. He's only had 3 races so far, 1 show. He's still developing. And again, I'm really looking at him for breeding purposes. Like that's ideally what I'm thinking about when it comes to Crimson Art. Of course, I would love for him to be a great Grade 1 winner, but you know, his stats aren't fantastic. I got him because he can run a lot of distances, 8 to 15 furlongs. He's going to have a sustained growth type, which means once he hits his peak, he's going to be able to stay at that level for pretty much a majority of his racing career. His health and response is really good. Health at 79 means we'll be able to run him quite a lot. And again, I feel much more comfortable with him than Central Marlin, so I'm not really worried about running him a lot. His response is 84. He does respond very well. He does. It's just like I said. In terms of him keeping his speed at the level that I want him to keep it at, that is a little bit more tougher to navigate and manage. But yeah, I'm looking at him for breeding, truthfully. That closer ability I haven't tapped into yet. So, you know, I don't think there's really anything to worry about with him right now. Follow her lead. She's up again. Look at that power and braking. I'm really shocked that those stats are that good. They want her in a grade 3. I think that's fine. I'll maybe try to get her another win. And again, I'm trying to get through these years as much as possible. Oh, we're in year 7 in this game. I think in the last video or previous episodes I said like year 4 or 5. We're not. We're in year 7. Don't know where I got year 4 from. But yeah. Crimson Art, he's up again. Better odds here today, but again, still not expected to win, but let's just build off of it. Let's build and really have to establish his position. That's kind of what I've been hit or miss on, so I need to do a little bit better at that. And as far as his spurt, I'm not sure if going earlier or later works for him. Okay, let's see. This should be good. Yeah, see, his speed really drops. Like, if you pay attention to his speed meter, once he gets up to optimal running speed, it can drop pretty significantly in such a quick span of time. So I have to be really mindful when racing with him. Like, I have to keep a constant eye on that. He's not one of those horses that you can kind of look away from the speed meter and be fine. His speed drops quite a bit. So I kind of, you have to manage it consistently. Now I'm just going to keep him outside here. This is okay. I like where we're at right now with him. Yeah, this is okay for me. This is okay. I'm not moving. AI are annoying. Alright, let's see. Let's see if he can dig in here. See if Crimson can dig in here. This is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. I don't know if we're going to catch that 8. We got a long way to go. Plenty of stamina left. We're going to get 4th? No, 3rd. I think we just got a 3rd. Yeah, another 3rd place. That's fine with me. Alright. Wow, Classic Diamond sets the record. We were supposed to finish 8th and we finished 3rd. So that's another good result for him. Stretch was asked. That's what I want to see. So like I said, I feel so much better with Crimson Art in comparison to Central Marlin. So I'm not worried. I'm really not. But we're back to back here. Now follow her lead. She's up again. Can she have more G3 success? She's not expected to win, but looking at the rest of the field, 1, 2, 3. She's expected to finish 5th here today. I like those odds. Favorite technically is Loving Image. I'm not going to bet on that horse. We gotta get a good start, as always. In fact, the horse next, there's 4 of us that'll be battling for the front. Follow her lead. I'll show you guys right quick. She'll be battling for the front. Empty Smoke will be battling for the front. Granted, that horse is a long shot, so not much of a chance. And then the other 2 are Stable Price and Selfish Gamble. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Selfish Price. Right here. Or this is Stable Price, excuse me. Stable Price, he'll be battling for the front. Another long shot, unfortunately. And then Selfish Gamble. Another horse battling for the front. Better odds. Could win this race. So it's going to be competitive at the front, but I'm hopeful. Follow her lead. She looks good in the paddock here, and let's see if we can do better than 5th. Ideally, another win would be great, but again, I'm building off of consistency. Bad start. It's going to hurt us. Really going to hurt us, but we got to push her to the front. Go, 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 go. Go, girl, go. Go, girl, go. See, I'm still going, still going, still going, still going, still going, still going, still going. That bad start really hurt us. I can't afford to do that with her too much. Hey, those horses are still ahead of us. I thought we were there. Now we are. Alright. Okay, now she's firmly in front. Positioning should be good. Okay, keep her speed. This is okay. This is okay. Let's get her going now. I don't have to go on the whip yet. Maybe I do? Yeah, I do. Oh, spurt is such a weird thing in this game, man. I get her going early and she gets absolutely... It doesn't make any sense. And she didn't even run out of that much stamina. Her stamina just now tapped out. This game doesn't make any sense sometimes with the stretch spurt. It doesn't. It really doesn't. 13th. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it's so finicky, man. We were supposed to finish 7th with her. And it was still a B rank. It wasn't even like I got D. I've gotten D ranked for worse, for better performances, actually. I've gotten D ranked stretch spurts. Doesn't make any sense. She didn't run out of stamina. And then instead she just gets absolutely... Yeah, this game is tricky, man. This game is much trickier than Gallop Racer 2004. I promise you that. It does not play the same way. If anybody's watching these videos thinking this game plays the same way as 2004, I promise you it doesn't. It plays pretty different. Like, some things just don't make sense. They want in a cluster cup in a couple of months. It's fine, but... Oh, that's annoying. It's really annoying. Like, I started her earlier like that before, and we won a grade 3 with her. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's just no consistency sometimes to the way this game plays. Like, literally, I started her earlier. I started her at that same point, and we won a grade 3. I do that there, and we come in 13th. It doesn't make sense, man. And again, it wasn't like she ran out of stamina. She had plenty left in the tank at the end. First half classifications. Again, don't really care for this because none of our horses are up there. I mean, you'll see the same horses in there typically, so not really any concern of mine. Indian Tiger, he'll be making his debut here. Actually, pretty much right now. Finally. So let's see what he's capable of. Again, I don't have really any expectations for him. So however he does will be fine with me. And sometimes that is nice to have just one of those horses every blue moon in these games. That you don't really have any expectations that way. Like whether they do well or bad. And I've made his mask orange. That is not orange. What color is that? It doesn't look orange to me. He's a long shot. Expected to finish second to last. Doesn't look orange. Kind of annoyed. That's not the color that I wanted. I probably should have went with red. Because the orange does not look how I wanted it to look. Doesn't look the way I planned for it to look. Yeah, really doesn't. Not for me. But it's fine. Doesn't really matter. It's all about his performance. Let's see how he does. Indian Tiger in his debut. Perfect start. So that's good. His meter is pretty slow, so I should be able to get good starts with him often. Now let's push him to the front, and he's running max speed and still not at the front. Now that's concerning. I mean, look how still running max speed and still not really getting to the front. Granted, shorter race, and now he's just going commando towards the front. All right, all right, so Indian Tiger, yeah, he's a little temperamental. Like if I tell him to speed up, he goes too fast. If I tell him to slow down, he's slowing down way too much.
2 furlongs to go.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But again, we don't really have a chance here today anyways. Like I said, I don't really have any expectations with this horse, man. I'll see how he develops over time, but I think we ended up beating the horse we were supposed to beat anyways. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. It's going to be a little bit tricky to work with, but, you know, we'll see. Yep. S for the stretch, though, but... yeah, his feel is a little bit iffy, so I'll definitely have to be mindful of that, but it's fine. Back-to-back races. Crimson Art, he's up again. Better odds here today. Expected to finish, again, 5th. Kind of the same story. So yeah, let's hope we can get another decent performance with him. Again, finishing in the top 3 does help. Does go a long way. Perfect start. That's exactly what we needed.
That was a beautiful start.
Man, some of these horses, they get out so well compared to us. Like, they really do. That 4-horse got out like a rocket, man. Yeah, the speed is... it's such a weird mechanic in this game. You really have to, like, tap the up directional button. And it's not a seamless transition like it is in 2004. You can kind of tap it a little bit and your horse can increase its speed or decrease its speed slightly. In this game, it's like you really have to press it, like, several times, you know what I mean? But Crimson's looking good here. I like his pace. I like where we're sitting.
Okay, this is where
And I'm just going to move him up just a little bit more because I would like to be a little bit closer towards the front. Here. I think we're doing good with his speed and his stamina. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty solid here. Okay. Let's get him moving. Let's get him moving. Alright. Plenty of stamina left to go here for Crimson. Let's try to get this win, man. Oh, man, this horse is battling back on the inside, but here comes the 12 on the outside. This is going to be tough. Crimson, he's trying to push to the end. Did we get that? That's close. Holy cow, what a race. I don't know if we got that or not. I feel like the 12 just got us at the line, to be honest. Yeah, no way we won that. I don't think so. Yeah, no way. Good race. 12 just got up there in time. Fine pleasure. 3 horses at the wire. 2nd place. We're getting good results with Crimson as we continue to be patient with him. These are results we weren't able to get with Central Marlin. So that's already a good sign, I guess. Again, stretch was double S, so good stuff here with Crimson Art. That's all I want. Continue to build, and eventually once he's at his peak, we should be able to win these races and ultimately get him in grade 1s. He's just not there yet. Here, you're supposed to finish 5th in that race, you finished 2nd, so I'll take that, for sure. Alright. So, Crimson, get him in another race here. Whenever he's ready to go. No rush. And the thing is, the game keeps giving us these open races. That's a clear indicator he's still not ready for grade 1s, and I'm glad to know that. So, if we're having decent results like this now, I mean, I think we're on the right trajectory. Indian Tiger. Yeah, I don't know. I can retire him already. Wow. That's incredible. You know, usually you get that thing like, oh, this horse hasn't hit his peak yet. Indian Tiger can already be retired. Interesting. But like I said, I want to see what he can do. I have no expectations, but I'll be curious just to see what his best will be. They want him in a grade 3. I think that's doing a lot already, but you know what? The game suggests it. Usually they're pretty spot on with the type of races your horses should be running in. And I have no expectations with Indian Tiger, so wherever they think he should run, I'm perfectly fine with that. All right. Yeah, like I don't really expect to use him for breeding unless he ends up doing way better than I thought. Crimson Art up again, pretty much the same odds. It's always kind of going to be this towards the top 5. And depending on how we finish the race, it could be better. I think the reason why we lost that last race at the wire, that horse at 12 was coming, had just a little bit more stamina left at the end of the tank. But I still thought we ran that race well. And that was a good 2nd place finish. We just lost at the wire. So again, another race we almost won. Perfect start.
That was a beautiful start.
Okay. Why does it seem like some of these horses get out so much better than me, even with the perfect start? Granted, I know they probably have better ratings for like braking, but still, I think it's a common theme. The AI horses in this game get out really well. Sorry. Relax. I got you. He can lead. This game is so goofy sometimes. It's like bad positioning. Like, no, the triangle's shaded a little bit. I know that's not his preferred place, but like at least it's shaded. It's not like it's completely black, which means he shouldn't be running there. He can if he wants to. So the game acting like it's bad for him to be here. I get it. It's not his best position, but the triangle is still shaded. That means for this particular horse, he can run leading. It's not the ideal approach, but it can still be done. Now, of course, you're going to move in. So obnoxious. Hate that so much, man. Really do. We can get going on the whip a little bit later here. Here we go. Dig in. Come on, Crimson. Get this 4, man. No way is this horse this tough. Apparently it is. Apparently it is. We're going to get 5th. I think that was a 5th place finish. That was tough, man. We've been facing some tough horses in these open fields, believe it or not. You're supposed to finish 6th, so... Stretch was A. Position wasn't good. So stupid, man. Like, I'm enjoying this game, but I mean, man, I thought there were some broken mechanics in 2004. This game takes the cake as far as some brokenness is concerned. It really does. Whatever. Moving on. Cluster Cup, G3 here in Osaka. This race is the equivalent of the real-life Cluster Cup, apparently. Or maybe it's not actually a real race. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, follow her lead. She's up again. And she's expected to finish 5th. 4th or 5th. Major Cyclone in this race, and he's the favorite. That's the horse that I wanted, man. But because of this game's stupid inability to go up faster for your jockey abilities, I couldn't get him. He's the favorite. I'm telling you, he would have been an awesome colt to have, man. But it wasn't in the cards. Anyways, follow her lead. She has a chance here today. Got to get her out well, establish a good position, and hopefully have a much better stretch run. I mean, she finished 13th last time out, and I did nothing different. So weird, man. It really is. Now, not a great start, so really going to have to get her to the front. Still going. Get to the front. You got to get to the front, girl. Come on. There we go. All right. This works. Now, I think we can overtake this horse. Thank goodness. Where did that 9 horse come from? Like, seriously, where? Let me guess. You're going to go all the way to the inside, of course. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, here we go. Ah! Whipped her too much. Darn it. Just went one too many times, and... Man, what's happening with follow her lead? She was doing... I mean, I messed up on the whip there. 8th. Man, oh man. It's 2 back-to-back bad races with her. Stretch C. The one race I started too early, we came in 13th. That race I started too late. Apparently. Yeah. It's tricky. This game is pretty tricky, man. Unfortunately, it's not the result you want. It is what it is, though. There's really nothing I can do about that. Let's run her in a G2. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of running her in grade 3s. Let's step her up a notch. 2 bad races with her. That's disappointing. We were doing so well, and I dropped those 2 back to back. Granted, she was already losing speed in the stretch, though. It wasn't like me over whipping made that happen out of the blue. She was already losing speed, so yeah, she She already had kind of been on the decline, and then me over whipping her obviously didn't help. Indian Tiger, long shot here today. In this graded race. No expectations.
The horses are in the gate.
Perfect start again. It's easy for him.
That was a beautiful
Now let's see if we
start.
can really keep him in the front here. That's the main thing. Even running him full speed, he doesn't get to the front. That is pretty frustrating. Like full speed and he's still not in the front. You know, it takes so much. I really don't like that. So yeah, I don't know how much we're gonna get out of Indian Tiger, but I will race him until I feel like it's just not worth racing him anymore.
Okay, this is
And he just may be one of those horses, you know. Not every racehorse you get is going to be a great racehorse. That's just the reality of it. Indian Tiger may be one of those horses. I was trying to get him off the rough. Didn't want to necessarily move him in front of that horse. I think I went going way too soon. Way too soon.
four lines to go.
Way too soon. But granted, I think we were supposed to finish second to last anyway, so if he can beat a couple of horses, that's actually not terrible. Wow. Was that 8th? Oh, we're not at the finish line yet. Oh my goodness.
Finish.
I thought I was at the finish line, and we still ended up beating 5 horses. I've never done that in any of these games. I literally thought the race was over. We could have still finished like 8th. And then we still got S on the stretch. That's wow. I'm so sorry for that, guys. I don't know why I thought the race was over. I just kind of zoned out. I don't even want to continue to think about that race anymore. We finished better than where we were supposed to. He beat a couple of horses, so maybe, you know, he'll be all right. Crimson Art up today. Don't think he's ready for grade 3s. You know what I need to do? I need to approach this game like I approached Gallop Racer 2001 and Gallop Racer 2000. You know, like in those games,
In the gate.
if my horses just aren't ready for Group 3s, Group 2s, or Group 1s, I don't race them in those races in those games. I need to make that same approach here. You see, in Gallop Racer 2004, I can put horses in grade 1s even if they're not ready for them, and sometimes they do well. But in these other Gallop Racer titles, like if they're not ready for them, they really aren't supposed to be there. You can't really get away with it like you can in 2004. Bad position. Come on. I guess it's bad. Ugh. Yeah, this game is challenging. This game is actually much harder than 2004. So if anybody thinks I just suck, I guarantee you this game is a lot harder to play than 2004. Much harder. I think this race is already kind of a wash.
Okay.
Bad positioning, bad feel. I think this race is a wash. Man, yeah. Positioning, it's really finicky in this game. I mean, it's really, really finicky, I promise you. Got a long way to go. I gotta get him going on the whip now. He's still fighting, though. He's still fighting. He has so much stamina left in the tank. Crimson Art's still fighting, despite the fact that I think I completely messed that race up for him. And he's still going to finish 5th. That's still a money place finish. Wow. That is an incredible effort because I didn't have him in the right position and we were supposed to finish 10th. Yeah, look at that. Start was not great. The field was bad. Positioning was terrible, but the stretch was okay. That's really good, actually, to know that even despite me messing him up for a majority of the race, he was still able to dig in and finish 5th. Money place finish. That's... Yeah, wow. Well, thank goodness for having a solid horse that can bail you out. Because that's literally what happened. Now, because of that performance still with Crimson, I think I'm going to stick him to opens. I feel like if I can dominate an open... These races are good races to put him in, but I'm kind of... I don't want to continue to do that. So yeah, open. Perfect. Yeah. Alright, almost through another year here. A couple months away. Follow her lead. Really got to do better with her. But before we get back to her, Indian Tiger, he's up again. Not great odds again. But he did much better in that last race than I thought. Considering I literally stopped like half a furlong before the finish line, I will never make that mistake again.
In the gate.
But yeah, he did really solid, considering how bad I think I messed that up for him. We could have still finished like 7th, so. Again, let's get him to the front. I don't even know how I bumped that horse. Really don't, but got him to the front. Settle him in, settle him in. Alright. This is fine. You know, I don't want to like block the AI. That's not my intention. But I mean, if they can't get around me, oh well. I mean, they're not programmed to respond to me.
This is where the race is won.
Why should I care? I'm not going to mess myself up because they're programmed to just not even recognize me there. If my horse is in a good lane, I'm going to keep the horse in a good lane. It's just what I'm going to do. Okay, let's pull away.
2 furlongs to go.
Now, Indian Tiger, he's showing some fight here. Still showing some fight. Not bad. Still showing some fight. Here comes the field, but I mean, he's still going to finish pretty strong here.
Finish.
I think he actually probably finished where he was supposed to finish, like 9th. Yeah. And we were probably maybe supposed to finish 10th in that race. But I think actually we were supposed to finish 9th. Oh, 11th. Okay. So yeah, Indian Tiger's not doing bad. I mean, of course, we're nowhere near the money yet, but he is beating out the opposition. He's not the easiest horse to ride with. I will say that much, but I mean, he's defying the odds, so it's still promising as far as just him not being an awful horse. He's not a grade 1, probably not even a grade 2. But yeah, those are decent. They want him in a grade 2. No way. No way. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. I would rather put him in an open. Like, something like this. 8 furlongs. I understand the game gives you those options, but I really shouldn't be putting any of these horses in those races yet. Crimson Art, he's still not there. Follow her lead. Gotta bounce back with her. 2 bad races. 2 bad ones with her. Got to get her established to the front early. Get her comfortable. Make sure that she's not overrunning herself. As far as her spurt, it's still kind of weird. But, well, we're not racing with her now. Crimson Art is up. And he is the not co-favorite. Almost co-favorite. Expected to finish 3rd here. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to focus on just getting really good finishes with them. Because, again, I think it's been proven that it does help the horse's breeding
In the gate.
ratings.
And they're
Great start.
That was a beautiful start.
And just gonna push him to the front, make sure he stays here. Yep, pretty good. Now, don't want to drop him back too much. Just don't want him to be leading, because even though the game says he can be in the front, apparently when I try it, they're like bad position. His triangle is still shaded, like it's still some orange there. So that is frustrating. What am I doing? I'm doing nothing. The horse just dropped his speed. He's a little temperamental here today. It's not usually this way.
5 furlongs to go.
Alright, so good speed. He's not using too much stamina. Now, I do want to make sure I get him moving up a little bit. I'm not trying to get blocked. I swear that 3 horse better not move to the left. Stay in the lane. Okay, let's go. Let's go with Crimson. 3 horse is going to fight back. Still fighting back. Come on, Crimson, dig in, bro. Oh, this 3 horse is tough. Crimson Art going at it with this 3. Are we going to get this horse at the wire? Maybe. No. That's a solid run from the 3 horse. Crimson Art with another finish in the top 3. So he's continuing to build consistency. That's all I want. Wow, second road. I will give this game credit, man. The favorites don't always win. In fact, they don't finish where they should most of the time. So I will give this game its variation. I think it's better at not always having the favorite win, because that's not how things even work in horse racing in the real world. Solid efforts from Crimson Art, and again, we're building solid records here. And when I say records, I mean just good stats. You know, we're finishing in the money, so that means his earnings. That also goes into account when it comes to breeding. His earnings are stacking up just from having these decent finishes, even though they're in open races. Okay, let's compare earnings right now across all of our horses. Follow her lead. 9 races in her lifetime. 1 win, 2 shows, and one of those wins was the G3. She's earned 4,200 so far, so not anything special. And Crimson Art, he's already earned 3,600. 8 meets, no wins yet, 2 places, 2 shows. So, and I think he's finishing the top 5 more than that. So again, we're having good results. We need some wins, and we will get some. His speed is improving, so that's good. I'd love to give him a win here soon, and it'll happen. He's ready to go again. 9 furlongs. Let's do it. Away she goes. She's up in the G2 City Cup. Let's see how she does. She's still only D-ranked. That hasn't really improved. Her power and braking are now going down. Now, I don't know if that's a result of her having bad races or her already on the decline. Maybe that's why she was so good from the start. Maybe she was a really fast peaking horse. And again, the growth types, they don't show for your originals in this game. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how they made these games. It's like they just forgot things. She has decent odds here today, though. I'm kind of surprised. I thought she'd be more of a long shot, but we have a chance. If we run this race well, she has a chance to finish really well here. And the good thing about Follow Her Lead is she can definitely be retired for breeding as a broodmare. She'll just replace Special Silence, her mother. So again, it's still looking good as far as the future is concerned for our horses. So even when she's ready to go to the pastures, we'll go ahead and just have her replace her mother. And she should help us provide even better foals for the future. Not the best start, but we'll get her to the front. And she's still struggling, still struggling, still struggling. Should be able to overtake now. Okay. The 7 wants to fight us. Do not fight me, bro. Okay. Just dropping her back just a little bit. I wish she had last corner leader, especially with her being a front runner like this. You know? Here we go. Ah, man. She's dropping. Why does that happen? I don't understand. She's just dropping down the order. Now, I did whip her one too many times. Unfortunately, my recording literally stopped at this point, and I didn't realize it till probably 20 or 30 minutes later. I explained it in the previous recording, but it didn't save. My capture software, it's kind of outdated, so where it's situated on my PS2 is not necessarily directly in eyesight. So I typically don't look at my capture software while I'm recording. I hit record and then I just assume it's working. But every blue moon I hit a snag where it just stops, and I should be paying more attention, and I will from this point onward. So that was frustrating because you guys missed the debut of our filly that was racing, and really didn't get a chance to see her do, but you guys will eventually see her in the upcoming episodes. Just unfortunately you won't see her maiden today, and in her maiden she did really well. I think she finished maybe 4th, and she was expected to finish like 10th, so I apologize for that. Like I said, I'll be more mindful to make sure I'm double checking that it's working. But that'll do it for today's episode. I've already recorded a lot of episodes. I think I have 5 coming out over the next week and a half, so make sure you guys just tune in for that. I did record a lot of them pretty much in the same day, so as far as any updates you guys may have for me, I won't be able to even adjust those accordingly, I think, until like episode 26, so just be on the lookout for that. Apologize for the inconvenience. Appreciate love and support as always, but until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.